I really enjoy Aphelios. I feel like I'm pretty good at Aphelios. I haven't played that champ for a long... Like, I didn't play it at all last year, probably not the year before, so we're gonna have to go all the way back to, like, 2023 since I played Aphelios, but I really enjoy that champ. I think I'm good at that champ. I should definitely... I should definitely play him during my AD carry arc, because I think I understand him well. I think I know what I'm doing when I play that champ. So if that champ is good, I should play it for sure. Or maybe I should just play it anyway, because I'm actually like I'm actually decent at him. Anyway, enough yapping, streamer. Focus on the game. FearX versus Team Secret Wales. Loser is out, by the way. Loser is out. Winner plays G2. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Winner plays G2. Loser is out.
Could play the Azir.
He does like it. I don't know whether I like him playing it, but he does like it.
Okay, I didn't like anything Vikla played in his first series.
Yeah, true. All the way he played it. But we'll just have to see whether he has leveled up moving into their next series of the tournament. The Vi has been picked. This is the perfect time for Raptor to go towards his Nefiri. Okay. We saw it hovered all series in the last one, but I think this is actually a decent angle for it. Instead, looking at a monkey.
Yeah, I mean, Wukong is also just good. So,
yeah, true.
Xin also good. This is the more standard game on jungle drafts where you just blind pick a Sundered Sky jungler. But this is the interesting one with Karma being picked. So it's only been picked once here at first stand, but it's been banned an exceptional amount.
And it was Kellen that played it, I'm pretty sure.
It's one of the sleeper OP champions, I feel
If someone picked Karma like this against me, I would just say Nami Corki time. Like Nami plus anything time, really, but like, let's say Nami Corki, Nami Kate. I think that's the best versus Karma.
I think that it's also
Nami.
Really good early in Fearless Draft, right? Because it pairs exceptionally well with Ezreal and Sivir especially, and you can guarantee...
If it's not Nami, what do you play then? Nej. It's a self-counter pick. Nej. It's good for comp, but it's really bad in the lane. It's self-counter pick. It's not really bad, but it's like kind of bad. It's not unplayable, but it's like pretty bad. Nah, it's self-counter pick. Self-counter pick.
So at the end of the day, I think they wanted.
It's not really bad, but it's pretty bad.
Start a team fight or support a gank. So I understand picking Rakan on 3 here. I want to say Karma's also really good with champions like Xin.
Yep.
Xin is really good with
I like Sivir. I goes Ezreal. I don't like Ezreal as much, but it's alright. It's good for lane, for sure. I just think the Sivir is better later. I feel like Vi is just really good against Ezreal. Maybe that's just me.
Get on top of this AD carry, this young man. The next round of bans,
like Vi Rakan will catch Ezreal.
Top lane and mid for both teams. Very interesting that in a game
if they
of
want.
A best of 5 in Fearless, we've seen both of the bottom lanes fully locked down. It's not often what you see. It's normally solos and jungle, or like a cheeky OP or something like that on the bottom side of the map, like a bard or something. But it's not often that we see this. It's often later in the drafts that you'll see the bottom lane locked away this early. Yeah,
I agree. A lot of time you're waiting for support counterpick, but I think that's why the Karma changes this draft just a little bit. Yeah. I like the sneaky Volibear ban there by BFX. They were doing the research, looking at the champ pool of pun and saying, wait a minute, this thing is weird. I don't want to play against anything weird. Let's get rid of it.
Not dealing with it. It does make some sense. That's all right. K'Sante going to be taken away from Clear. Clear is a man with a decent champion pool, but I have to say that his Rumble and K'Sante are easily his most feared champions. So good research being done here.
See the Korean Dokla?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Like he was actually the matchup between Clear and Thanatos was some of the best league in Challenger a few years back.
Oh, interesting.
They were the 2 best players by a country mile, right? DRX versus DK was like the big matchup down there. Clear didn't find quite as much success when he made it to the LCK, and Thanatos, of course, just left the country. Yeah. So we never really got to see too much of it again.
Still hasn't won the LCS.
Not quite.
Yeah, Cloud9. They can pull it together.
I reckon they did look all right. Although, do we want to talk about the America's Cup, or do we want to? Okay, we'll
I think we should talk about First Stand.
Okay, let's do that.
First Stand is great.
Mel is going to be banned away here. Vikla already showing that one in their previous series, and the Renekton is going to be the lock-in. This is one of Clear's favorites as well. Sometimes you just can't ban them all.
Yeah, and they did a good job to set it up with the Gnar ban as well as the Volibear ban. So 2 protect bans to then blind pick your top laner, and I don't necessarily think you have a good counter pick to Ahri, but Fickle will at least get to see the entire team comp before he decides to lock it in. And we'll see what Pun ends up going against the Renekton. Usually you want to go with some type of a neutralizing pick, like an Ornn or a Scion. But if he goes Gwen, that's a lot of squishiness and a lot of damage, and he's going for it.
Yeah, you can fight fire with fire, and this is scary.
Gwen into Renekton is bad for Gwen, no?
Then it could be Team Secret Wales really running away with this one, but the Annie for Vikler is going to be locked away.
Isn't Renekton supposed to be good into Gwen? Did he not self-counter pick? Am I crazy?
He was playing a lot of carries, finding a lot of success in the LCK Cup, but it wasn't a great start to first stand. So I think, you know, back to it, throwing bears at people and seeing whether Diablo can carry the game in the end. Pretty balanced drafts on both sides, but honestly, if you turn the nameplates off, as you
Uri,
say,
Diablo fighting.
I like how Team Secret Wales comp has came together at the end with the
Not sure what
amount of
Uri
damage
means.
that you have
Uri?
on top of a lot of snap engage.
And a lot of abilities to flank and split push. So there's a lot of good things going on. Have you ever called it the Vic Clanny?
No.
I think it works.
Maybe today we can start calling it the Viclangy.
Is Team Secret Wales Team Secret plus an organization related to Wales combined? Because I know Team Secret from Dota, but I've never heard about Team Secret Wales in Dota. So is Team Secret Wales just Team Secret plus some kind of Wales organization?
Yeah.
But their time zone is 4 hours different, and they took one flight.
What was the Wales organization before? Just Team Wales?
5 hours. So if anyone is going to use the jet lag excuse,
That makes sense. Team Secret, Team Wales, Team Secret Wales. I was just slow to get the memo, I guess. That makes sense.
they've had a couple of extra days to recover.
Honestly, we're on
They're big in Dota, no? Team Secret? Like big. Or at least they were, as far as I'm aware.
So the travel would be about the same between the two squads when all is said and done. Having a look now, though, we can see that the Karma has push in the bottom lane. Jat, who would have thought?
And they're also starting Sweeper, so they're trying to make sure they have full control of both pushes.
Yep, and live on patch 2606, check out the Warhound Senna.
Wait, what? Warhound Senna? I'm going to skins right now.
So you're going to be supporting all of the teams at the same time to pick up a cool skin.
There's no Warhound Senna yet.
That's right.
Anyway.
Some damage towards
I'm checking right now. There's nothing as far as I can see yet.
I have a habit of reading the screen, by the way.
Not finding anything.
I just want to let you know.
Not yet, anyway.
I've made this mistake many times with players like Yehu, who has a K at the start of his name. I commentated him for about 2 years.
Silent.
I still call him Kiehu sometimes.
That's understandable.
So if I call Dire Dyer in this game, I promise it's just my brain not working.
Yeah, and all of Worlds he was called Dire. But we know he...
And now we've figured it out.
Actually, it's D-Ray.
Maybe it was my fault.
I think it was your fault.
I was just reading it this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Well, I apologize.
Gwen is doing well to Renix so far. I thought that matchup would just be losing.
Frustrated.
I guess she does have Ignite advantage though. No flash. Like playing no flash.
You for calling BFX.
Ignite TP, user.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the... As we're watching these lanes trade back and forth, like, D-Ray versus Dire is one of the less offensive requests. I think Yahoo, the K is silent. That's just trolling, man.
His name's not
you
Yahoo.
Can't just say Yahoo.
Yahoo.
I mean, you're still saying the K is silent and putting a K at the start of your name.
Yahoo's like a word. That would be so good if that was his name.
It's like if Pun was called Un. Like,
Yeah,
it just,
true.
I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to, but I would still have to.
Yep. It was ADD back in the day as well. And you're supposed to pronounce it Ed.
Okay,
that's what he wanted. And it was capitalized. It looked like an acronym. That one was very difficult.
His BDD was also in the league.
They're scared of getting Dove, and they're actually getting Dove.
At the same time, I know ADD in the LCK was playing for MVP.
It is what it is.
About 2018.
Jungle has to pat top, because if he pat bot, he doesn't get a crab. So it's just unlucky, because due to the bot matchup, the Vi has to pat top, since bot crab is for Sin always with this bot push, and then therefore they can also get zoned from the tower, and now Vi is overspending time top lane, which might actually work. It's gonna work. Nice. And bot stopped suffering as well, because he TP'd back. Alright.
Beautifully done by
Not bad.
Histo, and for any struggle that TSW has had internationally, it has not been Histo's early game. This guy has consistently been able to get early kills. And remember, this is an elimination series, so it's very important that they get out to a good start. Winner will advance to play G2. Loser's going to go home. It'll be 2 series and out here at first.
Yeah, it's so much pressure between these two squads, and getting out to an early lead in a series like this can really alleviate A lot of that pressure. So this first game can be really important. We know there's been a lot of teams that have spoken about the importance of game one. They've come into an interview and said, if we win game one, we win. It doesn't even matter if we drop the game throughout the series. That will provide us with enough confidence to make this happen. And good charm there from Dire, as Raptor will take 50% of his health, but
he's trying to race
it's the commitment to the Raptors.
And this is all because Karma's invaded the jungle because they have bot prowess. So they're just really trying to force numbers on enemy Raptors. And Vikla also has stun up, so his Histo has to just get rid of it. This is a delayed punish for the gank that he did top lane, so nicely executed there. Everyone on BNK Furex had to be involved in that play in order for it to work.
Yep. And when the cross map is we took a Raptor camp, then maybe the gank worked out quite well as Dire takes a bear. Yeah,
but as you can see on the bottom of the screen, like even though they did lose 3-0 to G2, the games were close 51.4% of the time. So what closest percentage is it's the other team not having more than 51.5% of the game's total gold, which if you math it out is usually like a couple thousand ahead.
That sounds pretty close to me.
Yeah, and the graphs back it up. They were close that entire time.
I feel like they're doing pretty well, but all things considered. They didn't get jungle help early. I think the TP is what makes it happen, though. It's because of TP, basically.
Probably.
Sounds really close to me.
Because without that TP, the base he took earlier would have been way worse, and he just could like, he could just kind of base for free. And then when he TP'd back, Ezreal had the base, and now it just looks like Ezreal had to take another base because of a bad trade. So they're just chilling. It's even, kinda. Losing Drake, but like better than it should be, I think. Drake should be losing, but I feel like they should be more behind than they are. Looking decent bot lane, honestly.
D-Ray versus Dire. Yep. I have a hard time saying BNK Furex when the try code is BFX.
I know. See, isn't it? It took me 2 years. I'm so proud of myself for getting that one right most of the time.
Yeah, because they are BNK Furex.
Yes.
So of the 5 letters that they could be, they picked those 3.
Yeah.
Arbitrarily.
Yeah, it's not very nice of them, is it?
It's very rude.
We've had some conversations about this.
I wonder if Ezreal should match TP in this lane, actually.
And it's okay. It's just 3 letters.
Because I think if Ezreal matched TP in this lane, then the play or like the TP he did earlier wouldn't work the same way it did. Because imagine Ezreal has TP as well, right? They're probably winning lane anyway. Enemy has TP and you're the stronger 2v2. And then, if Varus take a bad base and TP back, you don't need to give up the entire lane because you need to base and run all the way back. You can just play, then TP back and match him, and then keep up the pressure. So in theory, if you know enemy is going to take TP, and you know you're stronger, maybe matching TP is better. Like maybe Ezreal should take TP in this lane, actually. He doesn't need barrier to win this lane. And then he can just keep up the pressure when Varus TP back. Instead of having to give that minute of breathing room that he gets from TPing back, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, maybe TP match here is correct, actually. But then I feel like all the Varuses these days take TP. Like every single one takes TP. Always. No matter what. Oh, he predicted the flash as well. I mean, it was really obvious he was going to flash, but he kind of predicted it. Flashed and died, and he has TP to be fair. So he's gonna get most of this anyway. But that's no good. I feel like he had to flash earlier, question mark? Like even if you get rooted by Karma, no matter what, you need to flash earlier, no? If you're gonna flash, otherwise just don't flash.
Yeah, it's really good Vaclangy. Why do I can only say Vaclangy. I can't get.
I don't think there's a play where you get rooted up, go down to 1 and then flash. I think it's just if you flash roots you or tries to flash root you, you just need to try to flash as well. Like if you're a Varus here, look. Karma's gonna flash W you. I think you gotta flash now, flash anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. If you're gonna flash, otherwise just don't flash. Needs to be earlier, I think. Right away or not at all. At least he had TP back, so he could catch all the wave and get a plate while Ezreal is basing. You see what I mean with Ezreal TP? Every time Varus's TP is up, he can just TP back and then Ezreal has base and run all the way back and there's like a minute of breathing room where he can farm and even get a plate in this case. But if he could just match the TP with Ezreal, then all of this timing that he has doesn't exist anymore. This is just a 4v3. What kind is here?
take him down.
Wait.
In the end, and Clear is just getting kited, does find the stun, and takes out the Fox.
Rennick is gonna die for this,
Pay
but...
for that with his life, at least after
Yes,
some
ult in one.
cross-cone
Ult?
shenanigans through
Maybe.
coming forward, does
Maybe,
get
maybe,
a
maybe,
bunch
maybe,
of
maybe,
stuff
maybe,
back,
maybe,
though.
maybe. Oh,
Still
close.
alive. Okay, finally, he will be taken out.
Victor dies as well now. Wait, that's huge, by the way.
And it's a double
But he's
kill
getting
going
so on
over
bot
to
for
Fun.
it, keep in mind. It's whatever happens in the fight, plus VAR is not playing the game.
Diablo's getting free plates.
But the fact that Vikla tried to help there, I mean, it makes sense. Renekton ult is coming up, you want to help and try to play it, but probably should leave, right? Just give the Renekton up. It's 2 for 1. Enemy gets 2, you get 1, but you're also winning bot. Now it's 3 for 1.
I'm actually surprised after the original fight went 1 for 1 that they kept chasing through the jungle because that ended up costing them a few extra kills.
I mean, Rennick was dead no matter what, right? Sin was dead, Rennick was dead no matter what. But the Annie helping, I think, made it worse. She should just leave and push mid at least, and then bot is losing as well, so it sort of evens out, you know. 2 for 1, Annie is pushing mid, and bot is winning, so it sort of evens out if Annie just leave at some point, I think.
Yeah, Diablo's going to be a problem. I mean, Raptor, very aggressive here, knowing his Annie's no ultimate, but knowing he has...
Got the flash off in between the Q3 from Sin and Annie's stun. Like, I think here, if Annie just leaves to mid, like right now leaves to mid and pushes mid, and then bot lane is obviously winning, zoning the Varus, the play will even out in a way.
Dashes away, goes back to base, he can TP back to his wave, shove it out, but instead, they decide to continue this all in. Part of this is, if they somehow win this fight, the game's over. Because they would have won a 3v4, and they would have zoned away the Varus on the bottom side, so I understand why you might...
I like this Wales team. It was same feeling when I watched them at the Worlds. They always actually like put up a fight, you know. They're not scared.
In the lead, as we can see, and with the fact that it's the Gwen that has most of the money, that is
Make some good plays.
deal, right? Riftmaker is now
I like this
done.
Wales team.
Pun is going to be a huge problem in this game.
They're fun to watch.
Pun's Gwen has been very good for him so far in this year. I know Raz had a nice play where he's very good at deploying in the right spots on the map on Gwen, especially when he has a small advantage like this. He has just burned teleport, though, as we have a fight for the straight.
Yep, Crescent Guard does come out here as Raptor trying to keep himself alive. There is the chains of corruption coming on.
Ezra is dead here, no?
Decent arcane shift, but he's still just going to get ulted by the Vi. The charm comes in as well. The quickness.
Yo, this Wales team is goated.
Going to put him in the ground. DRA just dancing around the team fight, but it's Raptor that goes in.
They are not scared. This is fucking close. Still fucking close. 3 for 2. I think they played it pretty much as good as they could, no? Ezreal E forward, and then he flashed out, and they just all committed. That was as good as they could play it, I think. That was the best timing for sure.
So it was an even one. Yeah, we're okay.
Honorable scrap.
An honorable scrap indeed.
But we've got a bloodbath on our hands. It's already 11 kills by 12 minutes, and these teams are...
I don't think they could play it much better, no? The Ezreal is gonna E forward, then flash out, and they all commit to it, which was correct, for sure. Look at Ezreal, he's gonna E forward, insta regret it and flash out. They all commit to it.
He ends up kind of getting one shot on the tail end, but they do have
Was it winnable from this point?
through the barrier, through the karma shield, through the karma heal. It takes them a long time.
They all focus the same, no? If the Vi helped on the Sin, or they all just went to the right, they kind of split at the end here. They all needed to go down to the Sin or up to the Vi. But it couldn't be Vi fighting there and the others fighting the Sin. It needed to be all together. That was actually winnable, I think. But not bad, anyway. 3 for 2. And here we have a solo bolo. Yo. This Gwen is gonna be fucking strong, no, in this game? Because the lane is supposed to be hard, but that part is over already. So now it's just Gwen champ, actually. The Gwen got through the hard part.
But this is how you got to compete if your team's secret wills.
This is winnable, no? For sure.
Since the bot lane is completely gapped, in part thanks to the players, but also in part thanks to this karma.
Yep.
So having the top side of the map
Healia rush on karma.
necessary in order to compete in this game.
I feel like I missed out. I never even tried it. Maybe I missed out. This Healia item looks very strong. Everyone's using it on everyone. Like, it doesn't matter what champ they play, they just buy it anyway. Karma, Lulu, Milio, Nami, everyone just buys it no matter what, kinda.
No, I don't
Maybe
think
I
so.
missed out.
do think
I never
Kale
tried
will
it.
build in the Kales next.
At least not on Karma. I tried it on other champs, but not on Karma. I went always Moonstone when I played Karma. Always Moonstone. Maybe Healia better.
But Vikla says, I have a bear and I have a jungler.
Yep, you just got to use that anti-ultimate as much as possible. Maximize its value. They're kind of down on pressure right here, but the RETP is going to be able to catch that wave top. It's so hard for them to deal with this Karma Ezreal.
Yeah, it really does just...
This is diveable, or? He's just dead. Doesn't even have the wild. It's just free kill.
Vikla is very much dead. Tibbers is going to get mad. So they may not have the greatest of times taking down this turret, but that is more money
can win.
And that is dangerous. Charm does connect here onto Dire, but the knockup's there.
Got a ult now at some point, or you don't even have ult. Only flash. Oh, Rakan is so close to save.
Becomes another kill for this Xin Zhao, who
so
is
close to save.
Becoming a bit of a problem.
If you don't have ult, can't be up there. Needed to play more safe on Artie here.
Even doing that, you know, like
Sundered Sky, red buff,
and they're losing mid tower. I guess they're just bleeding from nothing happening.
The whole of yesterday.
Very understandable. Yeah. Inspired did get it in game 5. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We get to see him fight another day. But Raptor kind of putting his mark on this game because I think his toe is going where he should. He's going where they're strong. But it appears now that both the mid lane and the...
I feel like that's the nature of this bot matchup, though. If nothing is happening, Karma Ezreal is just pushing and being annoying. So you need something to happen all the time, kind of. All this, like, dead time, or down time, I guess you call it, is really bad for Varus Rakan. Because they're just getting pushed in and poked. So you need something to happen all the time, kind of. And the moments in between are really annoying. But this looks very winnable, by the way. That pink is in the brush, but it's kind of bugged. Don't see much.
But it's going to be so hard for him to actually teamfight against Karma Ezreal. I think that's going to be kind of the story of this game, because Pun should be able to run over the Xin and the Renekton once he gets Dusk and Dawn, but it'll just be about how much work Diablo and Kellen can do.
Are we doing this for a Krug camp? I guess we are.
3 people up here towards this top side of the map. It looks like Clear is just going to be able to clear out this wave, so TSW, they are trailing a little bit when it comes to gold, and I think that the way BNK has been playing around the macro movements here in this mid lane has just mid-game has been crisper than what we've been seeing from TSW, but they do have the win conditions. It has been put together. As now Vikla is just going to face check his toe and says,
he's just out of there.
And I guess it'll be fine. Pun now might be giving away a bit of money over to BNK, although never mind.
Gwen is so strong.
And the needlework doing absolutely enough to deter them.
Yeah, Gwen might carry this game, by the way. 2 items soon.
Little chunk they got, were able to burn his ignite.
It's possible, no?
Just laughing at Victor. I don't know why it was so funny, because it was actually fine. He was completely safe. There's no reason he shouldn't take that blast cone.
He blast cone high-fived Vi
and
then
fine.
left.
There's even if Vi is there, it's fine. So Victor made the correct play. But
Gonna have to ult out here.
Okay, that's every Mystic Shot landing and almost collects it mid-battle dance, but is going to be able to get out of there with the quickness actually employed. And this is problematic. Do have a minute until this Infernal Drake does come up, and that is sole point here for BNK Furex.
Yeah, it's so difficult for them to enter space. And I also don't even know if they can safely trade an outer turret for a Drake, because this would actually be a situation where you would consider doing that unless... So if Pun can get enough...
I think you fight for sure if you're Wales. You have a good comp, you have a strong Gwen, you have TP up, you just fight for sure, no? The Drake, 100%. The only issue is Rakan ult is down, that's the only issue. Kinda need that, to be honest. I'm not sure about the exact CD, it's less than half, maybe like 30 seconds, 40. It's gonna be a period when he doesn't have it for Drake, for sure. When Drake spawns, he doesn't have it, 100%.
Whatever's in front of him.
Maybe like 20 seconds after.
Up towards that top side of the map. He's just going to have free range.
I don't feel like we're ready to fight the Drake at all. Does Rakan have TP? He's in base right now. Are we just giving the Drake? We're so late. We're tipping bot, but Rakan is in base. Well, what about the Drake? Even if you kill the Annie, what about the Drake? Also, this Annie has upgraded mercs. Yo, what about the Drake? We're so late. It's losing, it's losing. They're using everything on a Xin, and an Annie that didn't die is losing, it's losing, it's losing, it's losing. Yo! Where are we? Where are we? The Drake is up 30 seconds ago. We are not here. We are not ready.
Wow, that fight was on really slim margins. Yeah. BNK Furex played that so fast. By the time we
so late to the party. So late to the party.
Fraction of an inch with which his toe missed the Q.
Lesson for all of you out there. Please be on time. Don't be late to the party. It is not cool. It is not cool to be late for class. It's not cool to be late for party. It's not cool to be late in general. Don't be late. Just be on time. Or Preferably before even. If you can be before, that's great, but if you can't be before, at least be on time. But being late is not cool. Ever, to anything. Especially Drake.
Ari way too far away at the start of this fight, really leaving Pun 1.5 before.
Yeah, and also Histo had to use his ultimate on a
Like if someone says be at the party around 7, it's fine to arrive 6:45, but being there at 7:15, hell no. 6:45, 7, latest, not after.
Histo was just a little bit too low to actually commit to anything, and therefore it didn't look as good as it could have.
Another TP.
Yeah, Clear gonna have to slice and dice his way out, but needlework not quite finding the mark there as the grand entrance also goes wide. Clear, good footwork, but I think he should still be going down. Finds another slice, and the tick of the burn will
Very
be
random
enough.
fight,
So
and he's not here though.
down, and now Raptor should be falling as well. Kellen
So,
trying to take Histo for a walk. It's Bigler will finally join this fight, but it's not enough damage. Diablo, he wants to be the one to be the hero here, as of course he's
got two.
shifting forward, but it's a couple
Very
of
random.
kills here
We
for
got
Team
two.
Secret Wales.
And they end up getting
Doesn't mean
the
anything,
out
but we got two.
flash, which I think is really crucial. That's why he was playing so aggressively in the back end of that fight. That was very nearly, if they get one more kill, I think they go for Baron.
Agree to disagree, depends on the party. In my opinion, if your friends are having a party, if you're there early, you can not only get to hang out with them, the people that are organizing the party, in a more chilled setting before the actual party starts, but you might even be able to help out with stuff that needs to be sorted beforehand. There's always something useful to do before you arrive. Always something useful to do. If you arrive after, there's nothing useful to do other than showing up late. So, from my experience, either you're there on time or you're there earlier. Being there later, hell no. Be on time. Or be early.
For the majority of the fight for TSW and Atlas, this game reminds me of day one.
Yeah, of course, if you can't be there earlier for whatever reason, then it's different, right?
Like it's because BFX was playing BLG and TSW was playing G2. I feel like these
Maybe they are up to something and they are not even home before 7. Then it's different, of course. Anyway, let's be on the Drake next time, yeah?
This is the fighting group for sure.
It certainly is. And this is actually one of my favorite things about these two teams, because I
Let's
feel
be
like
on the
Team
Drake
Secret Wales play a lot
in
like
time
how B&K
or before.
used to,
Thank you.
right? This group of players came together last year, and of course they were exceptionally young. Diablo still the youngest player here, right? But he was playing for an entire year before this, and that was where they built all of their synergy. But at that point, they were very like, let's fight over every single scuttle, you know? Like, let's make sure that if there are 3 people in an area, they're fighting.
We're all different. We're all different. Keep in mind, I have autism, so like, you know.
A lot more, but it just feels like a bit
We're
of a
all
blast
different.
from the past with the way that Team Secret Wales plays the game.
Tempo markers just sounds like a smart thing to
It
say.
sounds fun, doesn't it? It's the first time I've used it. I'm glad you called it out, because I'd like to talk about
My
it.
way is not the right way for everyone.
It's all right, Pun. Trying to look for a way in, but he gets slowed down. Clear on that backline as well. Taking a lot of damage, but it's Diablo that's free hitting in this fight. And a mist had to win.
This looks winnable, by the way.
Looks for the point blank charge.
That's really strong here, though. And Sin, I think Sin champion is just very OP. He kills people and he can't die. Kind of like Pantheon, same feeling, I think.
It's a tempo marker. 3 of them are dead. Go for the Baron. They're doing the right thing.
Now I'm embarrassed by the tempo. Why do all of my weird things I come up with start with tempo, man?
I think it's a good name. Either way, Raptor is just a beast this game. It feels like every time you look up, he's got the Zenalt running, killing someone, and he's at full health in a team fight. This did look like a bit of a desperation fight because Team Secret Wales is always trying to retake the space. They're never getting a clean engage onto Diablo.
Using all the Gwen stuff on Renekton, Sin, not winnable. All the Rakan stuff as well.
They can do all the damage to Raptor, but that
Focusing front is not possible. Need to use everything on back.
majority of the fight, and even though D-Ray goes all in, it's just not enough. Unless they're going in together, they're never going to take this Ezreal down, and then the extended fight's always going to go to BFX.
And the flash point blank charm was Captain Jack cleansed by Kellen in that fight. That was crazy. I looked down, I'm like, wow, nice cleanse, Diablo, but no, he has barrier. It's just all Kellen, man. He's so good at taking care of the young man on that bottom side of the map who has now 3 items put together on this Ezreal. And yeah, this is Infernal Soul.
It's time to send it. They're going to send it.
All right, let's see whether Pun can keep himself alive already.
I prefer to play Ezreal, I think, over Vars, my feeling.
Working out. Raptor feeling a little bit unperturbed. It's cease and desist. They do try and get into that.
I don't know. I don't have a great feeling about the Varus champion.
Stays alive for such a long time, and this time Clear is getting some revenge.
Ezreal died, but they get the soul.
The Ezreal is going to be their prize, but unfortunately,
So it is very much worth
everyone else
it.
just kind of dies.
For me, the Varus champion is like...
This is a situation where they had to send it.
It's
There
not
is
good,
a
it's not bad, you know.
priceless
Somewhere
moment,
just
the
in between.
Infernal
I feel like
Soul
Ezreal champion
for
better.
BNK Fearx. I think that's the end of the game, Atlas.
I think it might be. They are missing a bit of damage as far as these turrets are concerned because Diablo did die, but I have a feeling that they may have enough. DRA will
I don't mind the Varus
damage
champion,
towards
but
Kellen, BNK splitting the damage
I would
here
just
to make
pick it
sure
to like
they can just get as much as
fill
they can. I
out
don't think they feel like winning at
the draft,
exactly
kind of.
this
Like,
point.
what do we first pick? We have no
Is
first pick, let's just pick
certainly
Varus.
going
Kind of like this, you know, especially because it's flex in these
And Raptors
days.
going to be able to take that one down, and I feel
Like,
we
people
missed
play
out
Varus top
on
these
this
days, so if you
Raptor
first pick Varus, it has like a fake flex angle to it.
We haven't seen
Even if you only played AD, they don't know for sure, So I think it has like a good... It's a filler pick, I think. Not good, not bad.
Yeah,
Can play it every matchup, doesn't like...
at this point,
1v9 a game, you know, it's just like kind of annoying in the game, throwing Qs, throwing ults, having lane pressure, tipping back. It's like very much just a filler champion in my mind. I like the Ezreal champion more, I think.
But look at this. The Gwen dies before they even get the CC onto Diablo. And by the time he's dead, Eddie, his toe,
Yeah.
it's literally
I do think
just
Ezreal should take TP this lane though.
Save some kitchen sink to
That
throw
way he
at the
could keep
rest
up the
of
pressure
BNK.
better.
But unfortunately, they were a bit tired after throwing that
Don't
one.
think the barrier is doing much in this lane.
Diablo, he kills you.
Yeah.
If you go all in for Diablo, then
Would
the
you say
clan
that
gets you.
it's the rock and the hard place?
But it's so lane specific, right? If the Varus has a not lose support, of course you take barrier.
We've overused that.
But I think when you have Karma into Rakan and your jungler spatting bot, which you know, then definitely can get away with TP here. And you know enemies taking TP as well. It's so Varus specific also, like support matchup specific and Varus specific. Raptors,
Oh
Raptors.
my goodness, it's a beautiful story as Eddie is also going to be taken down here. They take down his blast cone at the same time, and BNK...
Yo, Gwen, we gotta get back here. They're gonna end.
Crocodile, as I think has been a bit of a thing throughout this game, into more
They're gonna
winning,
end.
as the inhibitor in the mid lane is the first to go down, and the inhibitor turret on the top side is also going to leave the rift. And BNK, I don't think they're in much of a rush, but this is certainly feeling like some drain circling that they have begun.
Yep, 4v3, no bot lane, 4 TSW. Let's see if they can do it.
Yep, see whether they can take this one down. This time they do have Diablo, who does do a lot of damage to these structures as Raptors going in once again. Crescent Guard comes down. True Shot Barrage does so much work here as Pun just pops like a balloon, and the flash forward from Raptor. He's tanking up both Nexus turrets at the same time. It's Diablo. Arcade shifting into the fountain, ladies and gentlemen. That is
Penta?
what this young man wants
Penta,
to be
Penta,
doing.
Penta, Penta, Penta.
And it's a quadra. Can he get the Penta?
He got it, he got it.
He can, the Penta on the fountain. As it is going to be the Nexus going down. That's a nice little victory lap for the young man. As the Nexus will fall and BNK Fearx go up 1-0 in the series.
The day is not too bad. I only played one solo rank today, so I feel a bit weird because I always play a lot of solo rank every day.
It's about how much you'll lose.
But I think it's the correct approach for this week for me.
All right, well, let's see what
Just
that
more
seems like
chilled
where it's gonna
approach,
actually
focus
pick
on
up
first
some
stand and
victories in some of these fights and see what champions they're
yeah,
gonna
taking
bring
it
to them
slow.
as well as we
Still,
dive into the champ select here.
quite
As we
fresh
have
after the
Ash
loss, right, on Saturday.
both
So
banned away here already. And on the side of
good
BNK
week to
actually
chill.
taking away
Good week
his
to
first
chill.
job, and I think that
I
makes
think
a whole lot of sense.
for today, let's just finish watching the series and then Loldle and perhaps one more ARAM, just for the sake of it, and then
I just think there's enough mobility.
tomorrow.
If you have a-
I think
if-
it cuts down so many.
maybe I'll play a little bit more tomorrow if I feel like it, but most likely just aiming to chill this week and we go hard next week with the
and
games.
with a Lulu ban, I got you, 'cause I'm
I should
happy
write
to
the
add
Senna,
Lulu
no?
or Yunara into Jarvan.
On
Yeah, I think if you're gonna
this
like,
list, right?
and I think Lucian is also another good
on
one.
this one right here, I should write Senna, no?
Agreed.
There is an
Just to try
opportunity
it,
pick
because
as far
Hans
as the
played
1,
it,
2.
and
As the Orianna
I'm obviously quite
is
good
going to be
Senna,
locked away,
so
BNK going to be
I feel like it
claiming
might
that
be
one
good
for
to try.
themselves. This is very scary unless TSW are
Just to
going
try,
to
you know?
pick away a
Just to
Nocturne,
try if
something
it's
like
actually
that.
good or
Orianna
not.
Nocturne, though, is very frightening, and Raptor has already showed that he's very happy to
I'm just
bring
gonna
out
add it.
Nocturne.
Yeah, I
Because that
mean,
feels like an easy
could just go
addition to
something like
my
Nocturne Gather, Nocturne is
champion
here right
pool.
away if you
An
want to
easy
stop the
fix.
Knockwave combo.
I am, after all,
Wouldn't mind it.
very much a Senna player, so
Knockwave is really good.
Yeah.
would be
That's
relatively
much
easy
better
to do.
than, the Annie one, the Clanny.
Just not sure if it's actually good or not. I'm just gonna try. Just try.
But wouldn't it be Parawave?
Nico pick with Karma ban. Makes sense, makes sense. There's still Bard though. Still Bard. Ooh, no Nautilus blind. Alistair blinded like more, but I think Nico's correct actually. I think you had the correct idea from the start. Definitely not Nautilus. Unless it's a flex, but I don't think it is. So it's just a Braum slam here and GG. It's just Braum GGVP, by the way.
Tempo markers. I'd already forgotten. Tempo
Maybe with Nocturne they don't go Braum though. They might more so go Rel, I think. I like Rel into Nautilus as well. So if you want to play Nocturne or Oriana, maybe Rel is the way. Or just Ambessa blind? Renekton is out from Fearless. You know, this Fearless thing makes champs like... It basically makes it so like Ambessa has Renekton ban, you know? The Fearless thing is always so interesting, I think. Because it's technically as if you have bans, you know? Extra bans. Like, what would you normally ban for Ambessa top lane? You would ban Renekton. And Renekton is banned from Fearless, so that basically makes Ambessa OP.
This is the angle into Ambessa. Yes, top lane.
There it is. The Volibear into Ambessa. Who started the trend? It might have been Poon, but let's just say Baus for the sake of it. W Baus. W Baus. Let's go Bausy. Let's go Bausy. Let's go Bausy.
I don't like the draft. On the left side.
I would say ban Braum, ban Rel, maybe, if you are Wales here. Both of those champs are really good into what they have. They ban the Braum first. Makes sense, makes sense. I like the Rel ban. I like the Rel. Ooh, actually, I know what they're going to be playing, by the way. I know what they're going to play. I know what they're going to play. I know what they're going to play. Kalista Renata is coming. They're gonna ban... I think you should give them Rel, by the way. Because it's Kellen Diablo. You don't want to give them Kalista Renata. And it's so good here. It's incredible here. They're all full melee, so the Renata ult will have crazy value, and it fits the comp as well. They ban the Kai'Sa. It's just a Kalista Renata angle 4-5. Or the Rel. I think it's just a Kalista Renata angle, by the way. It's so good here. Oh my god. And they are very much Kalista Renata players.
And already, we've got a couple of those possibly being banned away here. Xayah already taken off the board. The Kai'Sa as well, not going to be allowed. But Yunara also taken away from Eddie. So what is he going to be playing? That's going to be the question here.
I really wish they wouldn't have banned the Kai'Sa, because Kai'Sa Nautilus is a great pair, and it's something that they would... Like, it's a good way to fight when you have so many melee engagers, but Corki also just a generically strong champion, has a very critical Valkyrie to try and get away from the Nocturne or the Oriana or the Knockwave combo. If the Knockwave times it properly, you're dead anyway, but if they're not perfect, the Valkyrie can be very effective.
Well, let's see what this last pick is going to be.
It's Kalista Renata. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, everybody run! Everybody run!
Oh, this would be a better angle.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's crazy good. It is crazy bananas good. Ay, 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 ay.
That is when you pick Renata. Kellen has done a little bit of research, went home, was like, why did my Renata not work in that first game? As Neferi is going to be locked in. I like this, add a little bit more damage, right?
They have a full melee / send comp into Renata.
I'm not a huge fan, again.
Also, by the way, Neferi is countered by Nocturne. Nocturne is picked into Neferi, and he picked Neferi into Nocturne. He counterpicked himself. Like, unless he just smashes him top this game, I don't see it. Bot is hard winning, Kalista Renata. Nocturne counters Neferi. Oriana is obviously winning mid into a melee champion. So unless the Volibear is just 1v9 in that top lane, then isn't the game kinda open? Kinda open? Little bit?
This is what he does. The last person that we saw pick up like the largest amount of kills in a single game was Pays, actually, playing Kalista like a couple of years ago.
Oh right, it was 20.
Was it MSI?
2024.
It was an insane amount of kills.
It was kind of like
2024 MSI.
Something like that. I think that's what the style of Kalista that Diablo's looking to play here today. And that one is not something that is going to get outscaled if they do get out of control. But they have to get there, right? And Team Secret Whales, they have a lot of comfort. And they have, you know, there's a lot of trickiness to a composition like this. Also, Global can really help if you are struggling to identify the tempo of your opposition, right? If you are struggling to get control of the map, you can kind of just cheat it by roaming towards the side lane in the blink of an eye. But let's do it. Let's dive into game number 2. See whether there's going to be any early game shenanigans.
So a tempo marker would be, if Galio's not in lane, that's a marker that you don't have tempo.
Yeah. Or wait, well, it's more just about wave manipulation and control. It's literally just tempo, Jad. There's nothing special about it.
I
just put marker at the end of the sentence for no reason at all.
I actually like
Cashback,
it.
triple tonic,
So I'm
Corky.
gonna-
And what about
make it a
Kalista?
thing, 'cause we were talking
CDR,
on
triple
the
tonic.
tempo marker can be a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like the marker of having more people than the opponent with your waves pushed, that's a marker to do stuff.
Yeah, it's an identification.
I'm
of
surprised
whose
Renata
turn
has
it
Font
is.
of Life instead of Shield Bash. I really like Shield Bash on Renata. Procs on every E.
Making fun of me, 'cause I think it's silly.
You just E auto, Shield Bash proc, and you leave. E auto, Shield Bash proc, and you leave. He went Font of Life. I feel like Shield Bash better. Shield Bash, Bone Plating, and Revitalize. Maybe best in slot for Renata. Actually, to be fair, Bone Plating is not every lane. This lane I would use it, but not every lane. But I think Bone Plating goes really well. No, wait, what am I saying? Shield Bash goes really well with Renata.
Yeah,
E.
that's what I wanted to see.
But when a jungler
Renata
can be
E.
on, like, medium
Also, I'm in the wrong spot.
and then just
Now I'm in the
easily
right spot.
1v1 every
W
champion
streamer.
in the game, like, there's something
Barely
about
knows what
that
he's doing,
kid
ever.
You
gonna
must
be
be
good
pretty.
in
But he
top
tries his best.
Let's see
He
whether it's
protects, he
gonna work
attacks,
through the top lane.
and
Right
he
now,
moves himself
looking
around
very
on the
effective
screen.
As far as the CS numbers are concerned. Vikla as well having a
Sometimes.
pretty good time in this mid lane, and Vikla hasn't been
When he
allowed
remembers
to
to
play
do it.
Orianna for quite some time, right? This is one of the champions that he has shown a fair bit of comfort on, but also Orianna is just kind of nutty at this point in time.
Yeah,
She's been nerfed a little bit on this patch, right?
She has been.
But it was like, I don't know, early cooldown on your Q or something like that. It's not really end of the world.
Yeah, you and me were talking about this earlier. I've read patch
He's
notes
proxying
on Twitch
top.
for 16 years, so I don't remember
Is it
what
Baus
they actually
in
are
disguise
anymore. I
playing
just
top
know,
lane?
like, our number
Champion
has gone down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what it was, like, was it the E cooldown?
Do you know the only
Nice
reason
proxy.
why I
Proxy
know
into base.
It was the Q cooldown?
Got
is
that tempo
because
on B.
Fox was talking to me in the
Tier?
And he said the Q
Boots.
cooldown
Tier?
increased?
He was reading it, yeah.
Baus wouldn't build
It's the
tier
same
on
with
Volibear, would he?
5, so, like,
Tier Volibear? What's that? Fimbulwinter?
only
Two ranks
affects-
of Q.
it only
Tier
goes
on
to
Volibear.
level.
Vikla is
Why?
fine.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's probably already fine because he's laning into a Galio.
Yeah, which is not for the faint of heart. I've seen really good
Tier on
Galio's
Volibear.
able to win this matchup, but it usually is going to be Orianna favored.
Should be.
Is that normal?
Orianna is just generally pretty good at control.
Should we go to the future? Are we in the future?
Vikla should be fine. Tizzo looking like
Nope,
beautiful.
we're not in the future.
He's gonna be getting bitten before he go back home. Raptor gonna be taking a crab and heading home himself.
Let's go then.
And all seems a little quiet. on
Nocturne's
Summer's
pretty happy about this as well, getting the full clear take for Scuttle. Neither
Let's
of
go
them
to the
have
future.
charge for an early Raptor respawn before
See what's
they
going on in the
damage.
future.
They can have Raptor fight. They don't get
We're getting hooked in the future.
some damage down.
And we're back
Diablo down 300
to the
health.
present.
To 300 health, I should say. Has to drink that
Nice
potion,
time
so
machine, streamer.
with the fact
Thank
that
you.
This is a Nautilus lane into Renata.
Doing my best.
Really nicely played.
Doing my best.
As Taunt is going to pull back Vikla here, but taunting an Orianna ain't great because your clockwork windup gets extra value.
He's got no mana.
He's got no mana.
See whether Direk
he's
can
still
do
good.
something about that.
Yeah, D-Ray's going to have to worry a little bit.
That's such a good clip
One
now.
more wave if he can shove
What's
in.
that? Tyler 1 and
Want
Freak,
him to
right?
actually take another
He's got no
reset pretty
mana.
soon.
You got no mana.
So
It's Tyler 1 now.
fine in this wave. As the
Such a good
Galio,
clip.
You're really just shoving and resetting as much as possible, hoping to not get fatal damage. Eddie and BA are good laners.
They are.
Eddie's biggest mistake, to me at least, was just getting caught out of position too often in team fights.
And it's not like the last game was Eddie's fault that they were losing the lane either. It's Ezreal Karma. Like that
Uses the
is-
bow skin as well, no?
well,
This is the bow
that
skin,
a
isn't it?
Very, very difficult lane to lose. Even though we have seen it lose.
Eddie reminds me of another 80 carry that I used to work with.
Clear.
Oh, 9. Our only winning lane.
Clear in the top
Lost.
lane, returning the
Baus would never.
Wow.
Baus would
And
never do
he's
this.
Level 6 first, just goes all in. The Volibear, I believe,
Aye,
is
aye,
sitting
aye.
on a
But also, he
tier.
wouldn't go tier. Why would you go tier on Volibear? Where's the combat
It looked like it
stats?
might have been pushing back. I'd have to check
Tier
again
on
to see if he was
Volibear.
trying to just clear the wave,
Baus would
reset,
never.
and come back since he was waiting. Like
I
he
was
did have his
checking to see
teleport up.
whether it was like he was wanting to hit level 6 and then win, but he's nowhere near. So it's not like he was clearing the wave in order to get the level. It was just a little bit too far
Our
out.
only winning lane. This is no longer
They
winning
ended up
lane.
Getting frozen on him, so he really wanted to break the freeze
No.
before resetting and just overstayed a little bit. That's
Also,
why
Ambessa
this
won with 2
is
assists,
a
no?
little goofy sometimes.
Doesn't she? With
A
ult.
little goofy sometimes. This is now clear in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, no flash on clear.
Isto is looking to go back home though, so it's not going to be the gank actually being taken. And in the meantime, Raptor is just killing dragons. He has killed a lot of dragons so far. That's 5 in a row so far this series for anyone that's counting.
He's 6.
We'll just
But
have to
half
see.
health.
Is the Power Wave going to be utilized? That is the question.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, you don't think so? Okay.
No. I think he was just waiting for crab. That's why he was sweeping. There could be
We're about to get soloed again now.
It's gonna be a wave, not a pair wave.
It's in the, how do you say? Det ligger I luften. It's in the air. The solo ball top is in the air, exactly. It's just in the air, you know what I mean?
It's gonna kill him again.
It's just in the air. But, it's the other way around in the air. Or is it? It isn't. He's gonna turn this. Amessa wins this door with... Oh! She doesn't. It's in the air for the other guy. Okay, we're back to winning top. Bow's wood, actually.
And that's why you play picks like this that the enemy's not used to. Because
Come on
if
now.
you get the first solo kill, Pun's going to know the limits way better than Clear is, and he's able to get the solo kill
Come
back
on.
and a 500 gold lead for himself.
I was wondering whether Clear had actually bought since then, but he had, so it's not really going to be like he comes back with way more money after this either. Having a look towards the bottom side of the map, it is a little bit of an advantage for
Full
Diablo.
CDR volley with tier.
And I think Nautilus getting a freeway through the lane.
I like the CDR, but I don't get the tier. Do you need tier on Volibear, or is it just like the only item you can buy? Just feels weird for some reason.
Probably just going to lead to them walking away. Good awareness.
Yep.
They had the tempo marker.
Yep, beautifully done.
Back away.
Sometimes you have to really utilize those tempo markers, Chad. As Raptor is just going to clear out some vision. That is not a tempo marker. That is just a ward.
Yeah.
And Histo, happy feeding momentarily.
I mean, Nefuri's going to be one of the best champions against the knock wave because you can just immune it.
Yeah, I think Nefuri's pretty good against a lot of things because you just don't care about.
Just disappear for a second and a half.
Telegraphed abilities. Not something that the doggo really minds about. Oh dear. Raptor's smites, by the way, have been absolutely revolting. Part of the reason why they are here today is because Raptor took almost everything from Owner in their series against T1.
Okay, revolting in a good way.
In a good, yeah, positive revolting, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Understood.
It's sort of like unfair levels of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just been quite good at pressing the smite button. And it's Clear up here towards the top side of the map, just going to be clearing things out. And 80 to 59.
Yeah.
That is not too bad.
Pun's going to have his ult up soon as well, and he hasn't even completed his first item, so the Volibear's off and running at least. Kalista Renata hasn't been as dominant as we would have thought. As Pun is just, he might be thinking about a dive. He's got Nefuri on the way, and Galio is shadowing.
Well, he's just going to ult in. There's a public execution.
Tower is disabled, for a little bit at least.
Does get a little bit mad eventually.
Can Nefuri clean this? There's a knockdown with ult behind. It's possible, no? You just ult here, and then you W later. Yeah, it's free. W a bit early. Uh-oh. Ah, they misplayed it. Why did the Nefuri W so early? Then Nefuri shouldn't have W'd, no? Keep the aggro for a little bit more.
So a big win still for TSW, despite the fact that it looked a little bit like it could have been better.
I don't know, Vicla's cleaning up that mid wave. That's going to put D-Ray so far behind. Because D-Ray went, first off, he was in river, then he thought about resetting, then he ulted, then he had to reset. So he lost about 2 waves in that whole exchange. Really going to hurt him in that 1v1 matchup.
But in the top lane, really good news for Pun.
Nice try. Nice try.
We'll get handshook here as the Fate's Call does come on down. Diablo, can he actually get enough autos as Eddie is just free hitting at this point in time? Bia goes back in once again as Kellen realizing that he might actually have to bail himself out. And Diablo realizes that he's just going to have to get forward, but hits a minion, the handshake. So clutch out of Kellen, but that is just to keep them alive in this bottom lane as Raptor coming on down. And we'll be able to stand out of the way.
I feel like they should have committed at some point the Corki and the Nautilus, because I think after that Renata flashes in with ult, and then they still Kalista ult in after that to greed it even more. You just gotta go now. That's the best chance you get. Like, it was a good try by Renata to go for the ult flash angle, and I think when when that misses, you gotta go back, right? But then they tried Kalista ult as well on top of it. And I think at that point, as Corki and Nautilus, you just gotta take the play, right? Because it won't get better than that. That was probably the best angle you're gonna get to take a fight. So I think you just had to play that more aggressively. Like, he flashed hook quite late, right? He could have looked for something earlier, and I think Corki could have played more aggro with flash up. Like, he should have went for the Renata kill, no? For sure. She was one auto from that, and he had flash up and maybe W as well, or? No, not W actually, because he W'd away from the Renata ult. If he had flash up, well, maybe not possible then. It just feels like the opportunity will not get better than that, you know? Next time they will hit their stuff.
He's also the second player to get 2 pentas in a single international event.
I was at that Worlds.
Yeah, him being the first in 2014 is crazy. And we all, like, I was about to say we all remember how dominant Samsung White were, but maybe not all of us, because that was 12 years ago. But still, Clear is taking a bit of damage here towards his top side. But still, I mean, so impressive from this
Top is winning.
Yeah,
Top is winning.
And also, once I saw the Raptor did 30,000 damage,
Top is winning. Top is winning! Let's go, Bausi. I mean, Pun.
Pun is crushing it. I can't wait to see if
Come on now.
Bausi,
I mean, Pun.
But no, I need to mention this. Diablo was 4 years old when Imp got his 2 pentas at Worlds.
Oh, God, don't say things like that to me, Jad.
That's incredible.
I was feeling old enough already.
It's the next generation, truly this time.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've got quite a few of those. These young players, these young prodigies coming up in the LCK and around the world. I mean, we're going to see Honku again soon.
No flash, Nautilus. They failed the combo. They failed it, no? Completely. Renata is decent. Oh, Volibear's here. Everybody run. Actually, Ambassador's here as well. Babel? Nope, not Babel. The Drake is killing Galio! Help! I'm getting slowed by the Drake. Oh, so close. Get him, Bowsy! Get him, Bowsy! Get him, get him, get him! Nice Pun. Wait, they failed the Nocturne Oriana combo now completely. It didn't hit anyone. Yo, this Wales team. Can we just keep them in the tournament? They fight. And it's fun to watch. So where did the Oriana ult just missed? What happened to it? That looked kind of bugged.
Because it didn't do anything to Eddie as it landed.
It looked kind of bugged.
The fight ends up
Does he
being
have
messy.
a verdant barrier? Did he buy one of those?
That's crazy. I don't think so.
I just love my team, Secret Wales boys. I would love them to stay in the tournament. But it's fine. It's fair. Competition is mostly fair. Mostly. Not always. Mostly. And they are fairly getting eliminated if they were to lose this. I just enjoy watching them, that's all. They're very fun to watch.
Pun is a massive problem, and a massive bear, but mostly a problem here for BNK. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to solve it. Look at
Let him cook top, by the way. Let him cook. He might carry this, you know.
It was literally Pun and no one else, and then BNK, everyone else, and not Clear that had completed their quests. So it just does kind of paint a picture to how things have been going in both games 1 and 2, actually.
They
See
still
whether Pun
haven't
is going to
gotten
be
a
enough to
dragon.
hard carry.
Come on, Pun. Come on. Get him.
First dragon of the series. His dope might kill him here.
Yeah, Clear is in a lot of
Ah!
is still ticking down.
Ah!
As he goes
Oh!
underneath that
Oh!
public execution ain't going to avoid that one. And his dope
That's so
just
weird.
kills Clear. Clear not exactly having the greatest of tournaments thus far, but the dragon is going to lose interest. And
That's
they're
so
gonna
weird.
have to restart
Does
their
the
attempts on that one. No teleport to get
Ambessa
the
ult
best
not
back into
dodge the
final
Neferi
12.
ult? How did that work?
20 seconds are up, so he is running.
Yeah, but Flash Ult are already down on the Neferi, and Vikla is making his way through the mid lane.
I thought he would
Make this
dodge.
even numbers, unless Galio's willing to TP down. So BFX still.
So Neferi is really good into Ambessa then if you can't dodge the ult like that.
Entrance not quite available yet either. But
Wait,
I
they
do
get the
think
Drake
not having
anyway.
ability from the Neferi going to be a big problem. So
Wait.
it is going to be BNK continuing their
They get the
monopoly
Drake
on the
anyway?
race, make that one 6 in a row.
How do they get the Drake anyway?
Soul is going to be an ocean. So
Isn't this a
not exactly the
5v4
most pivotal
with Ambessa dead?
Dragon Souls,
I'm so
but
confused.
I imagine an ocean soul.
They got the Drake
there
anyway.
Would be
sounds
good.
That's you were saying things were wacky.
What?
That's pretty. It's pretty wacky.
It would get even wackier. But they're very far away from that.
Yes,
They're
true.
down 6
But
dragons
it'd be
to 0 on the...
4 Ocean Soul, 4 Ocean Drake Ocean Soul, which is that's the
Pun is huge. Somebody get Freak on the phone. Oh, it's Captain Flowers. Captain Flowers wrote that. Pun is huge.
And it's a lot earlier. Things start a lot earlier here at First Stand. So
Volley Pun.
We do theoretically just have, like the day is indeed young. Well, Kelly, she is as well.
Okay.
She's going to be taken down. Looks like Pun and Hitsto should be able to just secure.
You let the Volibear cook now, everybody. Let the Volibear do Volibear things and protect him and do things with him. And I think it goes for you as well, cameraman. Focus on the volley. Help him! Help! Everybody help him! Why are we tipping so late? Go in! Help him! We are so late, bro! So late! We still have Galliult, by the way, the entire time. Galliult today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Yo, the guy is 1v5. Can we not help him and TP early and Galliult him and just flash in and try something with him? Hello? Anyone? Anybody? Help the Volibear, please. Why is no one helping the Volibear? He's 1v9.
He didn't let the intrusive voices win. He's like, I will not get these plates.
The value.
The gold of the Herald.
I would have definitely allowed it, you know? I would not have given him
What's up with that? What about the volley?
This game is so much like Game 1, Atlas.
Yeah.
Where they're narrowly losing and every fight still has tension, but it doesn't feel like TSW has a chance.
Look at this.
And part
The
of it
Galio is just not
decisions like this,
TPing.
they
And the people are just not going in.
hard force the Drake, but they instead decide to have this
I guess they don't
fight
see anything because of
around
Nocturne
the
ult.
Rift
They see
Herald.
something now.
One is still
I guess they went as soon as they could.
incredibly
Ah,
strong.
that's why he's not TPing. Oh my god.
Devil does stack
Oh,
enough
I'm
spears
so... My
today,
brain, I'm sorry.
after the shockwave,
He couldn't
he's
TP
able to
earlier.
execute. And then I'd say around the top side of this fight,
That's my bad. It's just spective, you know? Spective. I'm spectating and I see everything and I'm thinking to myself, no one's going in and he's not TPing. But actually, it's dark. It's completely pitch black. Nocturne ult. Guy can't TP and the others can't see. So I guess they pretty much wrecked it as soon as they could. It's just me and my brain not working and spective, to be honest.
It is all just going to be okay.
Yeah.
From player POV, that's very different, right? As Galio there, you can't TP, and as a teammate there, you can't help.
Yeah, that's it's not too bad.
And we're already 2 minutes
And
away
remember,
from the
we were
next
talking
Drake.
about
That's my
this
bad.
too, like they were still
L
fighting, even though
streamer.
there weren't even that many kills in the earlier stages.
The tempo markers in this game, in order for them to opt into so many fights, there must be so many tempo markers.
Oh, there's a lot of tempo markers.
Yeah.
I mean, in League of Legends, you could basically just invent tempo markers all over the place because it's not
L
actually a real
streamer.
thing, Jack. That's the best thing about it, is it can be
But
what
W
you want it
Volibear.
to be. As Pun, he can
He's
also
gonna get Nocturne ulted here. Does he want me to do this?
Certainly the strongest. It's just an issue when the rest of your team
Ah!
Taking damage under turret. Frozen Heart into Thimblewinter. He's not actually doing damage anymore. He's just living and healing, which is effective in itself. But they will need damage at some point.
Help, 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 help. It's top lane, it's top lane. Does he get the shield in time? Oh my god, it was so close he got the shield, by the way. 9. And Ambassador doesn't even die. It was so close he got the shield. I'm sorry, Bowsy. 9. It was so close.
Really clean play here by Diablo, and he's just heating up. Blade of the Rune King, Rage Blade on the way, so he's going to be able to kill this Volibear eventually. Like, he'll get 100 spears in this guy and be willing to rend him if these fights go on long enough.
If Pun gets tanky enough, I mean, Callista is one of the not good tank busters. You know? Not as good.
Yeah, it's no Vayne.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Bork Rage Blade, you can get there as they wait in the darkness.
Look how close he got his E. It's so close he got the E.
And get his W's resetting.
I mean, he's dead anyway from the Callista moving, I guess.
Callista Renata, it really just ends this fight. So,
And the fact that Clear survived as well is really rough because Histo got so close to killing him.
yeah, Histo is the one that needs to bring the damage when you have this super bruisery Volibear trying to buy space for you and keeping the waves pushed. But we're 10 seconds until this next Drake, and I don't necessarily think like BNK Furex's Drake setup.
No ult on Volibear.
They already have mid lane push, they already have bot lane push, but Histo's in the back of the pit hoping to contest this one.
Yeah, blue side Ocean Rift is actually kind of cool if you can get over that wall comfortably, and obviously an Neferi certainly can. So they have that control ward in the back of the pit, so they do know that this Drake has been started up. As the bear is going to get into the Thunderdome and is going to make it just that, as he is a lightning bear.
It's going in. Everyone go in. In. God, we can't Galli ult yet. Now we can. Galli ult. Help him. Everybody help. Help. Save him. Ah, so close. Wait, still alive? Kalista still alive? Okay, she died. Oh, everybody help the volley bear.
This young man is a psychopath. How did he live?
Okay, I gotta watch the Kalista in that fight. I was watching the volley bear. We gotta watch the Kalista in the replay.
I think a Renata E-Shield came in at the very end, which led
Let's
him
watch
to
Kalista this
kill
time.
another person, because the start of this fight is about as good as it could possibly be for Team Secret Whales. They can get so much damage onto Raptor right away, pretty much burning through his spell shield easily with that Neferi Q, and then they're kind of out of there as well. Another really sneaky play here as the Galio comes in, and Diablo has to bounce off the back, but now watch
Look at
Diablo
Kalista
versus Eddie and everybody else. Burns through his
Yo, gliding.
comes through at the perfect time.
Oh, it's so close. He lives as well. Oh my god, gliding.
Traffic, man, gets over there and saves the young man's life. Understandable that there's some frustration here on the Team Secret Whales side, because like you were saying, so many things went right in that last fight, but ultimately it does mean 7 in a row as far as the Drakes are concerned for BNK.
Yeah.
3 in this game, and that does mean Soul Point as they look to go over towards Baron as
They
well.
have Ren for this Baron. Keep in mind, you can't really let the Smite fight happen. You need to fight before.
Is going to be able to, I mean, with 1400 damage Smite, I'd say it's actually kind of tricky to Ren the Drake, but they're just hoping to get a TP out, and they get the TP from Galio and move away.
All right. So not going to be a take of the Baron just yet, but it is still a 4.8k gold lead. BNK, it doesn't feel like they've crushed every single team fight completely, right? There's been a lot of trades back and forth. It hasn't felt like
Diablo.
it's been an absolute
Diablo
slaughter.
Giga Chat.
The result is still the same. It's still a 5,000 gold lead here at 22 minutes into the
Diablo
game.
is so
and
crazy.
They have a monopoly on every single objective on the map. They've just been running Team Secret Whales around to exactly where they want to be.
And we haven't really talked about Vikla, but he's 4,000 gold ahead of D-Ray. I don't necessarily feel like, and I'm sorry, Vikla, I'm not just hating on you. I don't feel like he's done a huge amount to get the lead.
I mean, it's an Orianna type situation. Unless you have like the Faker moment, it's not really going to
The early
be that
roam
flashy.
from D-Ray, where he ended up ulting under the turret for 0 kills, 0 assists, lost 2 plates and 2 waves to the Orianna, set him behind. He hasn't been able to play in side lanes at all. He's been sucked into every team fight and died in so many of them. So this is more so a super starved Galio than necessarily a super fed Orianna, which is why that goal difference is so big. But it doesn't change the fact that Vikla's way bigger than Galio in terms of fight impact in any of these fights. And really, TSW's kind of trying to, like, there's only 2 people that really do damage with the Neferi and the Corki, and the Galio isn't offering anything.
And the problem is in the neutral game, when there's not just crazy fighting going on, they just naturally lose.
Well,
so they're going to start a fight here. Kellen going to get taunted up and should be going down here. Hostile take, oh, never mind. Fate's call is going to pull him out, and is he going to go back in?
Yes, Q again, no, the Oliver.
He plays defense, gets the handshake on a punt as well. He was looking for that.
Got ult at some point.
Vikla comes in at the same time. Shockwave onto 2.
Renato's decent. Could be better, no, not the best.
As Clear gets into that backline and executes.
Doesn't matter.
BA knows that this one is donezo, and he's already using that anchor to escape. BNK
Wonder if the Renato should ult earlier. The Renato was decent, not the best, could be better, but I feel like he had an angle earlier, like right when he got Kalista ulted, or like the second he jumps out, just throw it off the knock up. Maybe.
They have blown this game wide open.
I would say so. They're also going to do the same thing to the Baron that will be going down as we get
Like Renata should probably ult either right before she gets Kalista ulted, or here if she knocks up 3, or just knocks up the Volibear and then uses it on the left side.
Really playing on the outside of this range so incredibly well.
I think the angle he went for was fine actually. It was decent. Could be better. Not the best, but it's alright, yeah. It's hard to play this comp now, no? At this point. You are full send it and the enemy has Kalista Renata.
But he's still Ambassador as it turns out. 7-4 and 5.
Such a good 4-5. Kalista Renata this game. They banned what? Braum and? One more now. Kai'Sa.
You know what? We could convince them to just play a 4th.
Yeah.
No matter the result.
Yeah.
We could figure that.
Maybe it should be Renata ban instead of Kai'Sa. They would go Kai'Sa Rel though, maybe. But I feel like that's easier to play. At least then you can send it.
I remember casting best of twos back in the LPL days. There were way too many of them.
Just have them play a third game. Because you go for the 3
Did he die to Nash or what? He died to Nash!
Died to Baron.
Wait, he did?
He did. He died to Baron.
I missed it.
He died to
we all
Baron.
did. That's why
Raptor
it was-
died to Baron?
Yeah, that was a pip. I just showed
No
us.
player of the game this time for me. I'm not voting for Raptor.
I mean,
They're going
he's
with the combo here,
only
maybe.
one without a gold lead, which means that despite
Nocturne has
that,
ball, they
he's
could
still
combo here.
getting so much done. Player of the game material, 100%.
Such a great...
His damage per gold is going to be so much better. You just wait to see the stats.
I think player of the game is actually pretty tricky for this
I think it's a tricky one as well. I think
Because
Kellen has
Clear's
been
getting
having an
solo
incredible game.
Vikla has the biggest gold lead.
Hey, maybe that's him.
Solid Oriana, but they didn't pull off like the Nocturne combo beautifully once. He has been landing good shockwaves in the fights.
Yeah, and has been very patient with them as well, making sure he gets the right angles.
Got a flank here.
There's a bear behind
Wanting
us.
to try and save it. Let's see whether they can get in there. Decent death charge to start the
Not
top. The
ult.
handshake was
One shot's
fantastic.
enough
Hostile
here, eh?
takeover means that he was just wasting time.
Just
and he
winning.
flashes, get himself out.
Just
Raptor
winning.
dives in with the paranoia, and these health bars evaporate in the blink of an eye. Eddie down to 100 health. He is no longer in this fight as Diablo. I don't think he was touched. Once again, Vic was unstoppable, and I think that it's going to be BK FearX moving to match point in this series.
FearX versus G2 would be very interesting, no?
They made this one look a lot easier. Still a very fast pace of game. 34 kills in 27 minutes. Give us some more.
Yeah,
Give
let's
us some
see.
more.
Is there another pentakill? No, there's not. The Nexus does not survive this time around.
Little bit Loldle. What did I play in the last game? I played Aphelios. Little bit Loldle. Loldle. You can see, right? Yeah. All right. So we have a no mana melee champion. Male. No mana melee. So not support. Mid unlikely, so it's jungle or top. Jungle or top. No mana. Jungle or top, no mana. Human spiritualist. I don't even know what that means. Human spiritualist. What does that mean? Like, could it be Singed, for example? No, he has mana. Could it be Garen? Yeah, could be Garen, right? It's not a top laner. So I'm just gonna assume it's a jungler then. Could it be like Lee Sin? Alright. Don't stare directly at me for too long. Leona. This is Kindred W, I guess, or passive W. Diamond. 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 Tarek? Like a gem? Yeah. I was thinking Saya, but it's more Rakan, no? And this is the Dragomancer. GG.
Is this going to be a Caitlyn though? Now that we're
There's
back
no
to
supports with
Caitlyn,
Caitlyn. I don't think it can be.
Here's the thing.
Aphelios is also
It's
high
the
in carry.
Aphelios jinx.
Can't be Caitlyn because there's no Nico, no Bard, no Karma.
Junglers have really high assassination potential.
It's better
but
to
they're
pick
still
something
some of the
else.
best
Like, for
team
example, I
players,
think they could
so you have
definitely
to
do
play
Kai'Sa lane here, you know?
so far
Or just
away from
Jinx.
these
I like
plays.
Jinx here.
Yeah.
Jinx Thresh.
Usually
I
what
like
they do
Jinx
is
Thresh
match
here.
it with Jinx.
The thing that's really
Jinx
good,
Thresh
though,
here
is
goes
that
hard
they
now.
banned the Lucian, and Ezreal is
Into
already
Jarvan
been
as well.
taken away by Fields.
And you take it away from
There's no
Aphelios.
Kalista or something like
Thoughts?
that.
Jinx
This
Thresh?
guy's going to have a bit of a field day against whatever Diablo wants to play here. The Yanara, though, I guess,
Yanara?
can press ulti and dash.
Yanara and
On
what?
Lulu, it's a little bit less, but
There's
it
no
is
Lulu.
better against the Jarvan because you can dash
Yeah.
out of the Jarvan ultimate.
I guess you just
require
pick
you to do a few
The
extra
Rel?
Yanara's
steps.
a
No.
lot better than the Jinx in
Milio
this
blind?
situation
Okay.
just because
Milio
of the
and
orange
Kellen?
Jarvan.
So, like, this is why Kellen
I like the
is
Blitz.
a lot better, is because he loves
Also like the Thresh.
champions like this. Like, he is an
But he can
ambulance player.
cleanse the Thresh hook with his
And
ult,
protecting
the
this
Milio.
young, crazy
So maybe
guy
Blitz
that he
better.
has next to him has really been a recipe for success for this team. As Aphelios Thresh, tried and true combination here. onto the Rift for game number 3. Let's see whether Team Secret Whales can bring us to a 4th. That is what we are desperate for.
We are desperate for 4 or 5.
Desperate for, get it? Desperate for.
Oh, nice.
That's
I don't think we're getting more games, by the way.
Yesterday, the LCS
This Yunara outscales the
gave us 5
Aphelios
games.
at one
It was
item
an
already.
honorary LCS representative.
There we go. That's a nice hook. Connecting onto Diablo. Diablo not seemingly
Level
too
1
worried about it.
thresholds do nothing, especially if the other team has shields. Doesn't do enough damage, feels like.
Having a
Oh,
look
and
here.
he stacked up his Q already.
I don't really enjoy the, like, if I was playing Thresh here,
I know.
Like if she doesn't hit
I don't really enjoy the feeling of getting outskilled and having to force, because it's not that easy just to like randomly force 2v2, and if you do nothing, you get outscaled, so
Yeah, I've seen some LeBlancs
need to find some like plays out of nowhere, you know? Out of nothing, you just need to make a play, and
Yeah, we've had a couple of
I feel like it's much easier to be on the Milio side and just chill, and you know, like level 6 you can cleanse the hook, and one item you outscale, and onwards obviously outscale as well, so feels much easier to play the other side, if that makes sense.
But as we come back, I am worried, mainly because I wanted this to be like a for fun draft out of B&K. It's not what we've got.
Winning
This
is
is
fun.
a terrifying draft.
Yeah.
And very, very stock standard. This is what you'd see out of this team. And they are very, very good at drafting comfort game styles. Not even necessarily picks, but they are often like, it will be a comp like this. There's a lot of stuff to put on the ground. We have upfront CC, and Kellen can keep everyone safe. You know, like that is kind of the vibe that B&K are often looking for. And adding globals onto Raptor sounds like a cheat code to me.
Yeah, I mean, I look at all their champions, and aside from the Emilio, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these were picked in game 1 of this. They all seem like stock standard meta champions, whereas the Aphelios Thresh LeBlanc is way...
I think Milio is more like Fearless related and Yunara specific. I really like Yunara Milio. It's one of the few lanes I think Milio is actually good. Like one of the few 80s Milio is actually good with. I think Ashe is maybe the other one, and that's it. Ashe Milio and Yunara Milio. I don't think Caitlyn Milio is a lane. The one G2 played, I don't think that's actually a lane, by the way. Definitely Yunara Milio is. We played that last year as well, this lane. And I know Ashe Milio is one as well. And I think that's basically it for Milio combos. You basically have Ashe and Yunara, yeah. Maybe Aphelios? I think Jinx Milio is too fragile. Maybe Aphelios Milio a little bit better. But it's mainly Yunara and Ashe, I would say.
The chain is going to connect somehow, and so Raptor is forced to flash.
Yeah, and you can see both these teams, very little international experience. The 5s you see on the left, that was 2 days ago. That was 0 as of last week. Kellen was at 20 before this first stand tournament started, so very much trying to get more comfortable playing international competition for both of these teams.
Yeah, and it was a while back for Kellen as well. I'm pretty sure it was, what was it, KT?
It's done one, I think.
Or DK?
DK. It was Kellen and Docdam, no? For Dam 1 in Worlds 2022, I think.
So experiencing the same positions here on both of these teams, matching up relatively well. Although B&K, certainly with their players being a lot younger this time around.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Yunara didn't take Ghosts. I feel like I would have taken Ghosts. Maybe it's sketchy for the lane. Wait, this could be a kill, by the way. Close. He's going with this? That's barrier, I guess.
Towards this Aphelios, gets the ghost out, and I don't know whether Eddie's allowed to walk back up towards Diablo as he gets played back to flash, but he connects it, and that's first blood over to BA. Oh no! Diablo had the fancy.
I mean, he had to flash it. He had to flash it.
Yeah, Kellen paid for it.
I mean,
He had no choice but to flash that as Yunara.
on the side of BNK Furex while dying, so that's exactly the start you want to have. And in the Aphelios Thresh lane, they only had to burn the ghost.
Yeah.
And they get that kill.
Well, we've got possibly more killing to be happening here in this mid lane, but never mind. Flag and Drag is going to bring Histo out of there. Raptor is still going to head around and see whether he can challenge, though, as Histo understands exactly what's going on. Decent stun does come forward as the Conqueror is procced. BA is, though, roaming over earlier and throws out the shield with that Lantern. Oh, not quite able to get there as Vikla over the wall, and he just executes Dire!
Lucian Milio is a thing? That's true, yeah, that's true.
Oh no, it was going so well
That is
until
true.
it all fell apart.
It's actually the alternative to Nami, yeah, you're right. Best alternative to Nami after she's taking her bench with Lucian. True.
Okay,
I say this all the time.
I know.
Your reaction
I wouldn't
is the
play Kog
same as
Milio, and I
almost
wouldn't play
everyone
Jinx
else.
Milio either. I think they are very fragile lanes.
People into thinking the Vic is incredible.
I think it just feels better when your AD is like a little bit stronger on his own, a little bit more mobile on his own, because you are very fragile as it is already with Milio.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that it's
So I like the Yunara Milio, I like the Lucian Milio, that's a good idea, yeah, of course.
point in time.
What else did I say? Ash?
So, it could
Ash
be the
Milio?
year of Vikla.
Philios
I'd
Milio?
just like
I think
to
Jinx is
say
probably the
pretty
5th one for me, like the lowest one of those for me.
Come on through here as Callan in a little bit of trouble, gets played back once again, but he is Melio, so he might be safe. Raptor makes his way down, and that is going to protect this bottom lane.
Let's see what he buys. Should be Helia, right? Everyone's just rushing that item. It's gonna be like Helia Ardent, probably.
So much CS, man. 16 in the lead. That's a
I am very much a
couple
Milio
waves
enjoyer,
has
so
over the young
happy to
prodigy.
see this champ. I used it a few times last year. I think I had 3 games last year, maybe? 3 or 4? And the interesting thing with Milio for me last year as well was that I wouldn't really play it, but when we got to like game 5s, so game deciding, series deciding games, I would often use it because of fearless reasons and yeah, feeling very, very comfortable on the champion. I think, for example, when we played EU Masters Spring, maybe, in game 5, I used it versus the Turkish team. What team was that? That was a series where Neme was playing Ryze and he sidestepped a bunch of Cassio Qs. Or the other way around, playing Cassio, sidestepping a lot of Ryze Qs.
Yeah. He's had like a really good series.
Well,
I don't remember the name of that team.
I also really like very low sample size.
Pretty sure I played Milio in the game 5
aren't actually real,
of that series.
but they are real.
Anyway, not important. Streamer
I mean,
yapping.
it's true. It is the year of Vikla
Focus
in
on
the
game.
sense that he's a top 2 mid
Yeah.
in the LCK.
And he is
Let's watch
alive
the
in
Milio
year
do Milio
2026,
things.
so
And Diablo do Diablo things. You can just see him like
He's having a better
itching
year.
to go in here.
absolutely.
If he had flash, I guess he would just go, yeah. But he doesn't.
Although
So he needs to wait. You need to wait a little bit.
Oh, was that? That was in 2025.
Was it? I mean, I casted that tournament,
Yeah.
so I should know. But
was
I thought
around
it was
Christmas.
just after 2026. But you might be right.
Maybe. It's the lunar year of Vikla
There we go.
in a couple weeks.
We had to do a little bit of dancing around it, but we got there in the end. All right. Well, that is an electrocution. Dire is kind of okay for now, but you can see that CS number is not the greatest. So this is B&K with, and I think this is kind of what we expected in this game. Top side of the map, very far ahead. Bottom side, struggling just a little bit.
And the Ornn versus Rumble, I'd say Pun is doing very well.
I'd say so too.
8 CS, 7 CS now, while stacking up his magic resist against Aurora Rumble, so he can pretty freely build MR for a good portion of this game before Diablo's going to be able to shred him and be very tanky. So it's a really good Ornn angle, and he's honestly, now that he has the MR,
With that
it's gonna be pretty difficult
Milio item, it has to be Helia, right? Helia or Moonstone? It's probably Helia.
The Keswick Cup ended December 14th, 2025.
Yeah, and I was there casting it, so
Yep.
it's kind of
I
it's,
knew
it's
it was in
disappointing.
December.
You know, I just became a father. Time has melded,
True.
as you would know, Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw you at the hotel, and we were just like, "What's up?" Not realizing that I didn't do any international events last year because of having a kid.
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other for like 2 years.
But it felt like it had been less time.
And it's been a lot of these though over the time. So we've gotten used to just being mates with, you know,
Yeah,
6-month breaks. You know, it's fine. Or 6 months or 2 years, depending on what it is.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Clear is trying to do damage. He hit a pun, but Spectre's cowl is kind of ridiculous. Because now Raptor has discovered. Dire actually flashes, trying to get out of the way, but still gets chained
Nice
up.
double
And now
root
Falcon
by the
out of
LeBlanc.
Cataclysm.
It's just a kill for Aphelios, for LeBlanc.
And
That's
Raptor
fine.
goes down.
Nice double root,
It might be
double
happening.
chain.
It could be happening.
Woo! Really clutch kill for D-Ray, keeping him in this game. Really needs to inject himself with gold, otherwise he won't be relevant later. But he did a great job getting the E out of Raptor early while still landing the root that allowed the rest of the team to fly in for that kill.
Oh man, Team Secret Whales coming alive.
They've had hands in all these games.
Oh,
They just
absolutely.
haven't had any objectives to play off of. So if they're actually able to start getting set up for these Drakes, which they've gotten through bot prio this game, right? The fact that they've had the bot prio has set up these other plays for him. They just need to continue to use Eddie's strength to move it around the map.
Well, another thing as well is that Pun has been a linchpin for this team in the earlier stages of the game. This time around on much more of a scaling pick, but as you've said, is doing just fine in the matchup. Down 10 CS is about what you'd say for Ornn winning, pretty much. Wasn't
This could be
really
good,
what I
no?
was expecting, as now they might even be able to kill clear here, but
Alright.
Histo getting out. And heading back towards his
Guess they don't have damage without Jarvan ult, actually.
The more I see games with like Ornn Rumble in them, or if you have like a Cassante something matchup, the less important I think it is for a jungler to ever say hello. Like, it just doesn't seem like it matters if the jungler goes there, and the time would better be spent elsewhere. So I'm not a huge fan of this Histo play, because even if they get the kill, I don't think it's really going to meaningfully change the game. Whereas with his camps respawning already on the bot side, if he reset, went bot, and applied more pressure to get his Aphelios ahead, I'd much rather that play.
Well, you can see the grubs were just taken right in front. And Histo actually still committing to this. Yeah, this is kind of insane. Does have camps respawning towards the bottom side
him,
as
Didn't
well.
he see him?
And so Raptor
I think he saw him.
once they see Histo, he can head over there. Well, the ram comes out. There is.
Did you never see the Jarvan?
Oh, never mind. There is the Grand Starfall coming on in. Clear will go down as Raptor is trying to save the play. I don't know whether he necessarily needed to, as the spear is going to go wide. Vikla teleports in. That is so many resources that B&K just put into a losing play.
That's a crazy mind control there by Team Secret Whale.
Did they not see the Jarvan when he went in alcove?
But to get Pantheon ult and
Or when he left alcove, I guess.
D-Ray in the lane,
I'd love to see that with
that's huge for their
blue side perspective.
That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Diablo,
How did they not see the Jarvan when he left alcove? The minions were in the middle of the lane, weren't they?
Still behind. And it was Vikla that
How does that work?
big lead here for B&K. And so the result is,
Because I feel like normally, if you're in alcove, if there's minions in the middle of the lane, when you try to enter the brush, if you understand what I mean, in the very back of the alcove, if you try to enter the brush, you get spotted. If the minions are in the middle. Am I crazy?
But we'll see if
Shouldn't they spot the Jarvan there?
Ward inside the pit.
Yeah. I do think that a first item Stormrazor
It'd be very interesting to see the blue side perspective on that play.
Yeah.
But you see whether they do commit to anything, as the Rift Scuttler will be taken. Vikla is the one that's strong, right? He's got his dash cannon done. And so in comparison, as far as these mid laners are concerned, it is a very big Aurora. This LeBlanc does need to go back and spend some money, I imagine, because just for the Lost Chapter is kind of insane.
Yeah, there's also ultimate.
Like the Stormrazor on Aphelios. I like it. I love that item. It's one of my favorite items. It's just hard to buy. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're out of there. Got no TP yet though for a little bit, so gonna have to drop a lot of pressure here while we base.
He will be able to make his way out, but that does mean that B&K has full control of this river. And should be able to at least get...
His TP is coming up very shortly, but he's just going to walk down.
But thankfully the Rift Scuttler did go over to Histo, so they have irremovable vision in the air.
So Helia on Milio, and most likely next item are Ardent. I think they're going to outscale very fast, you know. Like already at this point they're very strong compared to the Thresh. The Thresh just offers so little compared to Milio, I think.
Yeah. I did start with the year of Vikla, though.
In terms of like damage, you know.
Maybe I should just commit.
Like Milio gives Yunara a lot of damage. Thresh gives 0 damage to Aphelios. Dreammaker gives Yunara damage, then you have the shields, and then the W, and then the cleanse, and it's just Enchanter versus non-Enchanter, you gotta play like fast-paced game, not slow-paced game. And this game feels a little bit slow-paced, maybe? But it's not easy to force. Just feels like you gotta force it in some way.
Because the ability to one-shot him can still be pretty high later on in the game. Pun's doing great. The gank that Histo spent a lot of time top lane actually did a great job of relieving the map pressure as well, because it was able to bait out the TP from Vikla and the ultimate from Raptor. So this is actually one of those games where you try to keep it pretty standard.
This is a kill top now, he has no flash. He's just dead. So far up without flash. Yeah, is this guy win trading or what? He's not even trying, no? Why is he so far up? There's no one anywhere. And he's just up at the tower hitting. What's he doing?
It's perfectly played.
Yeah, gank into reset where the soul laner swap lanes.
Maybe not so good, as Zire is going to go the wrong direction. Few autos do come on through as Vikla flashes.
Oh, he's out! He's out!
But he is still healing up, and
yo, they're owning them. Let's go, Wales.
Now Raptor is going to try and get underneath this turret. He should be able to do so as a teleport. He's going to bring clear towards
Can
the
just
top
leave.
side. Doesn't have his equalizer though, so this is not exactly the scariest Rumble making his way into this top
Could
lane.
TP back, yeah, exactly. Yo. We have Jarvan ult, no? Why didn't we Juggernaut? Don't we have Juggernaut? Oh, we don't have mana. No mana. He has no mana.
We've seen Ornn run bot teleport.
Wait, there's no way he dies here, no? Okay. Wait, he dies again? He knows they're there, and he just dies again. What is the top laner doing? What is Clear doing?
It's such an insane objective, the top wave.
The top lane, just the lane,
We are
Chad.
going to invest 4 teleports on securing the top wave. We are not going
I feel like everyone's trying to help the Rumble, but the Rumble is not even trying to help himself.
This is League of Legends.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Everyone's there to try to save the Rumble, but the Rumble is not even trying to live. Ever.
By the time we finish this replay, we'll be in game 4.
I was gonna say, yeah.
How long this sequence was, but watching, they're fighting again.
I mean, it's just a pip. That's all we have to do. Watch that if you...
No, the pip is live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So watch that if you want to see what's going on right now.
I thought we were gonna pip the second half of the replay.
Crazy that LeBlanc lived here, no?
That would have been a
It
decent
all
idea.
happened in the top lane. The fact that
And he's out.
gets out of this is
It's
insane.
crazy he lives that.
Shut down onto Vikla. It makes Pun super
Like, look at the Rumble when he TP's back. He just TP's back and walks up. He knows they're there, the whole squad.
to get the flash. He falls with the EQ.
And everyone's just trying to save him, but he doesn't want to live.
LeBlanc E.
And then Raptor
He just doesn't want to live.
This teleport from Vikla.
But then while the replay, they fought again. There were
Oh my
3
goodness.
fights in a row.
Okay, now they're fighting again. As clear
Surprise, the Rumble is dead.
underneath this bottom lane outer turret.
Is anyone surprised?
Oh my goodness.
I don't think so. He's not trying to live.
Secret Wales is running them around the map.
Clear has died 4 times. That last kill was probably worth about 150 gold.
All right, let's have a look at the Coinbase gold grind. This is one of the smaller of the gold differences
very close.
between Diablo and Eddie.
Yeah, they've been hitting minions, is what we're learning.
Yeah.
No gold from kills, no gold from monsters.
They have just not been really involved.
Let's
But
farm, guys.
the thing is,
Cinema.
all of the insanity has happened. It's been
Histo
sort of
is everywhere
an
this game.
2v2 or 1v1 between the Eddie carries, and Eddie's doing just fine.
Let's go
in
Wales.
this game. So working very well thus far. I mean, I don't think we should be
BFX
counting
mental
chickens
collapse.
just yet.
I think the top laner is just not trying to live. He wants to die.
Saying come from?
In game,
Counting
of
chickens
course.
before they hatch?
Before they, so you're counting eggs.
And his teammates don't get the memo. They should just let him die if he wants to die. In game, of
Because
course.
inherently, there's nothing wrong with counting chickens. You need
No,
to
it's
finish
fine
the
to count,
count. Because like
yeah.
I'm gonna count chickens if I have
Like for
chickens.
real, if the guy just wants to push up and die, let him push up and die and go other side. You can still win this game. You don't need to help the Rumble
Kind of feeling like maybe I should
if he's not trying to live.
anymore.
Just let him play his game and go other side.
Chickens before they hatch.
There's
That makes
quite a,
sense.
there's quite a
Like
few
regardless of what the Rumble is up
attitude
to,
that
I
doesn't
think
make sense anymore.
as long as the Inara is happy and you're like giving her space, it's gonna work out anyway.
Using idioms and I'll question them all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that,
The issue becomes when they try to perma help the Rumble, because then they're not getting anything elsewhere either. If the Rumble is dying and they're getting a tier 1, or if the Rumble is dying and they're getting a Philios Flash or something like that, it feels alright, you know. The issue is that the Rumble is dying and they're not getting anything. No Flash Aurora. She had to ult defensively. Not bad, not bad. That's a big shield on the Rumble though.
A little bit of trouble. It's the first time we've really seen an honest 5v5. And let's see whether Team Secret Wales can come out on top, even in a scenario like this. As the Rift Herald will be breaking open his outer turret in the mid lane, and the gold lead is going to be basically even. Like,
This Drake is very important, I feel like.
it's not huge.
Because in my mind, Wales are getting outskilled this game. So they need to get the soul. If they don't get the soul and the game just stalls out, then the Inara is gonna 1v9 no matter what. So they need to not die mid. We're dead mid. Lantern, lantern. Oh, They haven't died though. Winnable? Not winnable. And now we're gonna lose to Drake. Unless the orange just kills everyone, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe. Panda flashing under tower as well. And he lives. All of them lived? Oh my god. Okay, now it's fucked. The game is fucked now. Because they're gonna get Drake and they get outscaled. So there's no soul threat and the game is just gonna stall out and then they get outscaled. This fight was everything, by the way. This fight was so important. Aye.
They realize that the Thresh Lantern is gone. He showed himself on the wave, not wanting to lose position.
I guess Aphelios just needs to open mid and they need to fight the Drake, no? Like in hindsight, even if they lose mid towers, as long as they get the Drake, it's fine, because then they can play for the soul, and therefore scaling doesn't really matter anymore. Then it's just about the soul fight at that point. So I feel like if his team is not mid, he just can't be mid either. He just needs to be with them in river and give mid waves, and that's fine. Like, sure, you're gonna lose tower, sure, you're gonna lose farm, but at least you get the Drake, you know. But the way they did it, this guy's solo mid, he gets caught, and then they lose the fight as well. I guess the Drake's still up, actually. One more chance, one more chance. They have one more chance, actually. The Drake's still up. Yeah, now they're just skipping mid, you see? That feels is just skipping mid now. It's way better. There's no guarantee this is gonna work out, but it's way better that he's just skipping mid wave and they're forcing the play. Because they get outscaled, so they need this play. Is it possible? It doesn't look great. The dragon is very important here, guys. No matter the fight, dragon. Dragon got it. Nice. Fight is just a bonus. Fight is just a bonus. Drake was the most important part. Everyone is so low. Everyone is so low. Everyone out. They got the Drake. They got the Drake. Most important.
I got distracted by Pun and Diablo doing something. How did that happen?
We're gonna find out. The fact that Histo gets this Drake does still leave a win condition.
Rumble just has the perfect angle, or look at his ult, great ult, and then they're running into him, but he's just burning them alive, I think. Yeah, he's just gonna burn them alive. Yeah.
Oh. Into the flamethrower?
No. And he flashes to avoid the hook and then immediately just burns them as they're making their way in. Beautifully played there by Clear. I mean, his laning phase has been atrocious this whole series, right?
Clears.
Sorry, Clears.
Yeah, Clear's laning phase.
Yes, it has been not great, but his team fighting is so good.
It is. I mean, this series is reminding me of the Team Secret Whales G2 series.
Yeah.
Games were close, and Game 3 is where it felt like Team Secret Whales at the start was like, oh man, they might actually win this one, and then they just lost fight after fight. Now,
Protobelt
with a 2-level advantage on D-Rays.
Protobelt Aurora.
Probably going to take down yet another turret, actually open up a gold lead, and Eddie...
He's lost the lead.
He's lost the lead, so it's going to be... Orns don't necessarily carry...
I mean, it's still a decent amount of gold every ornament, you know?
Yeah, I guess that makes the gold pretty even if you include the ornaments. They're down in experience.
The problem is, even is not what we were expecting for this state of the game, right?
No.
Like, this was a TSW that had so much control, but then as soon as team fights happened, they started losing. As now, Pun is going to get juked there just a little bit here. Still, Clear is going to die, but that was a little bit funny.
Yeah, I mean, classic play. Send your solo laner down the lane with the other solo laner.
Yep.
Sacrificing the top wave. Histo's going to clean that up, but it caught Clear off guard, especially because both teleports were going to be on cooldown.
Yep.
You usually only pull off that play when you have a teleport up, so nice little tempo trap.
Yeah, and also
by Pun and Dire there.
Playing defensively on the top side of the map as well. You saw Raptor up there, was looking for a cross map and was denied any opportunity to do so. Vikler is doing a lot of damage though on this Aurora. Does have the Shadow Flame now completed. It is a lot of burst damage out of this guy, and you saw Histo is not quite able to tank that one up, although he does have an ornament of his own with the Sundered Sky now complete and upgraded. Okay, Raptor is wrapping around and just going to flash in to kill Dire. He is going to wait to get himself out, and there is the snipe. That was beautiful. Looks around to see whether anyone's watching and then kills it.
No look as well at the end. Dire is having a rough series.
He is.
Yeah, and Raptor is having a very good series killing D-Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing.
And we wanted to talk about the mid laners as well, looking for a little bit of redemption. Even though it is the year of Vikler, I don't know whether this is the time to talk about that redemption arc so far at this tournament just yet.
Not yet.
It's not been about mid laners.
It's a very good series for Vikler. I'm giving you that. He's playing.
I think it's been a very good series for junglers and AD carries so far.
We are getting outscaled. We are getting outscaled. We need the dragon. We need the dragon. Everybody click Drake in 1 minute 20. And the Rumble is just like... What is the Rumble doing? Rumble is griefing! Rumble is just griefing! He's griefing all game!
So Histo just went straight in, ulted him out of the turret. That turned the turret on him because of Leandri's tip. So he just instantly dies.
Yeah.
Is he tilted? Why would he be tilted? They're up 2-0. I don't get it.
But he's still going to be able to press R on Eddie. And then if Eddie decides to
Missed
walk
cannon.
into him
-1.
as well, it'll make it a little easier for him to execute.
Well, there's also now an Infinity Edge done on Diablo, and so this is the time where the Yanara is exceptionally terrifying.
All right.
Okay, he bided his time.
Let's get the Dragonia. And if we don't get the Dragonia, then we lose.
Between the worlds, that is a cute little distortion.
Okay, nice escape. Nice escape. TP back. Dragonia. 15 seconds. Everyone together. Protect the Aphelios. And care for the Yanara. She wants us everything. Literally wants us everything. Run, 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 run. She's gonna go on you right now. Run, run, run! She's gonna kill you right now! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! He trolled. Winnable? If they play slow? Winnable? Never mind. Not winnable.
That was the quintessential other side of Diablo.
I was waiting.
Wait, how did the LeBlanc die? Did she try to flank and...
Well, Eddie's dead.
9.
Now, it's going to take a lot of killing here for
Still losing? Yanara die like this and still losing?
go home. You know, maybe that's
We
not
are
what
so
really
outskilled.
was. Unfortunately, no Inferno
9.
here for TSW either. It's going to be the first
Rest
straight
in
of the
peace,
game
Wales.
here for B&K as they take that one
See
down.
you soon again.
Raptor has denied that.
Such a fun team. I hope to see you soon again.
Yeah, we need to see that.
He died so fast.
He just didn't he had that hero, like the hero's energy
Did
as
he
well.
flash in to do that?
You remember that movie, The Other Guys?
Yeah.
Where Sam Jackson and The Rock
Flash into Orny, right? Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
So how was this losing after this? Where is the LeBlanc? To the right.
The Orny, and he died instantly.
Huh.
That's not what he's been a superhero for the first 2 games,
Yeah.
and then he just face plants.
I mean,
You gotta respect it though, like, he plays the same way every game, no matter what.
You can't
Diablo, I mean.
to the edge and never fall off.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It just shows that he is playing on a knife's edge, and you wouldn't know that if he didn't
I like it.
sometimes fall off. There is the lantern, a little bit late on
Keep going.
control.
Don't be scared.
Block that one from being taken as the ram comes down. Pun will find the knock-up
Oh,
here.
did you see what Milio did?
That was so sick from Kellen.
Did you see what Milio did? Flash in front to block the hook.
Dashes out of the cataclysm, and this time Diablo may just
Wait.
be that hero that we needed him to be.
That was such a good play by Milio, no?
The other side of it, and B&K
Flash in front to block the hook.
mid lane.
Get down, Mr. President. Diablo is safe.
I don't think Milio had ult, so that's the only play you can make then.
Kellen, my God.
What a great play that was.
Because Eddie got assassinated by Vikla on the backside.
I don't think he had ult, by the way, the Milio. I think that was the only play he could make. Of course, if he has ult, it's really weird to make that play, but I don't think he had. I think he actually smurfed it.
Oh no! It is going to be a clean sweep. And Team Secret Wales
R.I.P. Team Wales. Team Secret Wales. Team Secret plus Team Wales. R.I.P.
keep themselves alive in the tournament. And they
It was fun while it lasted, and I enjoy watching you. Hope to see you soon again. And congrats to FearX, who now moves on to play G2 not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow. And the winner of that series goes to playoffs, and the loser of that series is out. So FearX versus G2 is do or die series. Best of 5 on Friday. Take care. Have a nice evening. Bye.